Well, hello there, my people. What's going on? Let me just get myself situated. Gotta watch out for this. My tripod is kind of in the way. So today, we're doing a video of the Moth aircraft, and it really just only requires one sheet of paper. We don't have to, do internals and all that fancy stuff. Just one good old sheet of paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of paper in portrait mode, or however we want to call it, position. Okay, so it's just like the double R, we're going to fold this half to the other end. Try to get it straight as possible. We're not perfect, so we can do the best we can. Open it back up, obviously. Now, go ahead. I always like to kind of set this right so I can get it just right. Don't want to set it in until I know where I need to be. Okay, so we have that. Now we're going to put the paper over, like so. Back. First a little off a bit, but kind of fix that. It's okay though. Alright. Turn it like this. Now we're going to put this here. And also guys, I'm using 24 weight paper if you want to know, because I don't like 20 weight paper. So this is 24 weight. I'm going to take my scissors, just kind of make sure I got a good crease in there. That's what I want to do, is because this aircraft gets really kind of hard to fold after a while. So then we're going to kind of break this down so we can fold it over. I'm going to take this nose and bring it about right here. You guys can go as farther if you like, but this is what I do for the Moth. So about right here. Which is in the middle. Down. Okay, down. Now we're going to kind of work this magic to the other side. Get that so I usually do them both at the same time so I can know where I need to be. Again, as even as possible, because sometimes it's black on that. Okay, so we basically have the Moth now. We gotta coat it now. Taking my U-Align tape, and I use it because I have a bunch of it. So, and it's pretty cheap too. So, the good stuff I don't have to, unless I'm trying to make something really for show. Well, I mean it's for flight too, but make it really look good, I'll use the other stuff. But this is my stuff that I have plenty of, and can't possibly really waste it. I'm not wasting it because I'm doing this tour for you guys. Okay, so then I'm going to put it on my fingers like this, unless you have someone helping you. Try to get it in the as straight as possible. I know that's pretty hard, especially doing it this way. And it might be leaning to like an angle or something, but it's okay if it is just a little bit. Down like that. So it's not perfect, but it's nice. Make sure your tape is mating with your paper. Mates up with it. get your nail scratched in there. Always remember pull from behind it, from the back, because if you pull from the front, you could damage your aircraft before it's even done. And we're gonna take the tape. It's over. Okay. Go ahead and cut a little nick in the tape. That way we can just rip it off like that. So now we're on the back. I'm gonna put the tape on the back of it. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if any of you made the R8 yet. I hope you did. I want to do a flight video of the black R8, but I had a test flight outside, and I lost it to a tree, so I'm gonna have to make another one, which is not really a problem. But I do want to do a flight video to show you guys that it does fly, what I showed you. Okay, so now I'm gonna take another piece of tape, put it on the back, try to get it on as even as possible. Just look at it, make sure you're best way you can get it. Okay, kind of scratch the tape down in there. Make sure the tape's really adhering with the paper well, so they can become one. Now I'll pull the tape down on this side, like we did the back earlier. Same thing, want to cut like a nick into the tape right here to help pull this excess tape. You don't have to do it whatever. You can do it whatever best for you guys, but just as long as you can get it off. Okay, now we got the aircraft cover. Now we're going to coat the wings. But yeah, the Moth. I've had the Moth aircraft for a long time, and it's always served me pretty well. I did Rebel some like a while back. It did really good. The Moth does require a tuning, like most of my aircraft do require you have to tune them. But it's not much of a headache though, because it doesn't have a lot of things on it to really, make things more complicated than they need to be. So I get this here. And kind of get this so it can form with the paper when I fold it down. Okay. Kind of pull it a little bit, not too hard. I don't want to go crazy with it. Kind of pull it over. The nick, so I take this tape off. Process with the other side now. I don't know what it is, guys, but the 24 weight paper to me feels so weak. Probably because I've been working with mainly 28, but mostly I've been working with 32 right now. 32 makes 28 feel weak, and then they have the 40 weight. I don't exactly remember the weight of it, but I know when I was at home for Office Max last time, they had one that was higher than the 32 weight, so I'll have to go back and see. They have any in stock. Line this up straight as possible. If I can't really see. So I'm trying to get my camera to record it, so I'm at a weird angle. Come back again. Okay. Same thing like the other side. I kind of messed that up. I don't know how. But if you ever do mess it up and you have the tape, as long as you haven't really creased it on there, it's not too hard to get off. It is, but if you want to get it off, you can do it. So I have to get really slow with it. And I mean really slow with it, because if you don't, then you can weaken the paper. Taping the plane is not that easy. It's kind of complicated. I'm not going to say it's rocket science, but it's kind of complicated. So I got that off. Okay, now I need to reapply this again. And the reason why that happens is because this paper is so flimsy, it's so weak. It doesn't allow me to, shape it the way I want to. The other weight papers don't really flex as much as this one does. Okay. Now it's the belly. Now we're going to do the back side. I always want to do the belly side first and then do the back. That, roll it over. The tape will add strength to it, especially in this front, the front parts of the aircraft, the forward section. You can definitely peel tape off the other tape now. So if you mess that up, I mean, it's pretty simple. This tape off. Trash can. Sometimes it's nice to build the planes that don't require internals, because the internals take up a lot of time. And then, sometimes they require more tuning, but the thing that's really aggravating about it is that, if you sit and build something that's like 2 to 3 hours, and some can even go up to 4 hours, it's just devastating. If you fly a plane and it just goes right into a tree, I mean, that's hours of your life that just got. I mean, you learn stuff from it, but it's just hours from your life that you really, mess up. So I really try to hold my videos until I can get back to the part. But I kind of missed the piece. I kind of went down too far, but it's okay. There's still some white showing, but I can easily put some tape just to replace that. The way I'm angled at is kind of hard to see because I'm trying to get the camera. I don't want my head to be in the way, so I can't really get it on straight and perfect like I need to. But it's okay. I can add a strip of tape down there if I missed, which I did. So at least you guys will know that. I guess it's good I messed up, so you guys know if that does happen, you can put some more tape right there. It's not going to really mess up anything. It's not going to really. The tape is weight. That's one thing I want to talk about. The tape does add weight to this aircraft. It does. But the tape doesn't decrease the aircraft's flight time at all. And you have to understand this. One thing people don't really understand about it is that the tape is becoming an aircraft itself. So the tape is lifting itself too. So yeah, it gives it weight, but it adds weight, but it adds protection from the water, protection from dirt, humidity, which is really bad here in Georgia. Humidity is the #1 killer of paper airplanes. In Georgia, it is horrible. If you live here and you fly an airplane in Georgia, just a regular paper airplane in Georgia, no tape or any kind of other protection on it, you're probably going to get like maybe 5 minutes tops of life out of that airplane just flying it around. Now, I usually build my aircraft so they can last for a long time, and somebody to have something that can really appreciate it. But I also want something where you can go outside and you don't have to worry about water or the air destroying something that you built, something that you made. And so got too high on that. And also, like, children, grown-ups, whoever, they make it. A lot of my aircraft too, the ones I have that you piece together, that's because I wanted it so you could just change it up and learn from it so quickly without having to build a whole new airplane. Yeah, it is time consuming, but it's really worth it in the long run. Definitely worth it in the long run. Okay, so now I do this other side. And there's one other thing too I never told people. It's I don't know. It's kind of well, it's kind of funny. I know it's made up in my head and everything, but it's just weird. Like the paper airplanes that I fold in portrait mode, they're all, you know, they're all like together in one basic team. Now this is in my head. This is they're all on one team together. And then the paper airplanes that I make that are fold, not in just landscape. So you got the landscape, you got the portrait. So that's how I base. So this aircraft would be an aircraft that's from portrait mode, portrait fold. And so I just classify them as two types of um, aircraft or aircraft company. And it's just something I keep in my head. It's all fun and games. So I'll make the ones like in portrait mode go against the ones in the landscape mode built. Which is just, it's not anything serious, but it's just something that I like to do in my head. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing right here. I don't know what it is. I usually make a moth standing up. And now I know why. Because when I'm putting the tape on it, I'm doing a crappy job of it. I tell you that. Okay. So yes, we do have to put tape on the back. So even though the other tape covered up the back, and I just lifted up the wrong way, but it's okay. I didn't hurt it. You still have to put it on there. It helps balance out the weight too of the tape. It's all about balance and the lift. So okay. I'll definitely be flying this aircraft tomorrow outside. Show you guys the video of it flying around. I do have a video on my channel if you haven't seen it yet. It's called. Actually, I think I have 2 flights, maybe 3. I think I have 3 videos of the Moth flying around. The first one with this white that has lettering on it, the lettering tape, whatever. Then I have the one with the red. It's red with the Georgia Bulldog. It's the Georgia Bulldogs tape. You guys know the University of Georgia, a home team. Okay. So just try the name of the game is just try to get on evenly as possible. And if the amount of tape you use for one side, try to use that same amount of tape on the other side, because if you don't, the aircraft will definitely know, and it will definitely behave in a manner which will be pretty uncontrollable. It's manageable, but it's pretty aggravating. Light, so we cut this. Okay. Now this part that I messed up on, so all I have to do is some more tape. Doesn't have to be really thick or anything. Cut it. Cut it, and then just patch that up right here. You could use even thinner piece of tape if you want. That's gonna kind of throw the weight off a little bit, but nothing too serious. Okay. I can do the same if I want to outside. I don't think it'll be necessary. It's not that much of a weight difference, really, right there. Take off the finger. Knew I should have brought my tape scissors. I didn't feel like getting those out though. I'm still in the process of moving. Some things are boxed up and I don't feel like unboxing that stuff. So I am using what I have on hand. Okay, so we have our Moth taped up. Now I've got to put the anhedrals. You can put the anhedrals wherever you want, but for the Moth, anhedrals. I'm gonna start them about right. Let's see, about right here. See, you're gonna want it to go like this, and you're gonna try to get it. Usually, sometimes I would take a mark or something and go across, but I also can tell from the internal, well, the inside fold, it's right here, so I'm not gonna go that high, but I know I should go close to it, but not right exactly on it. Let's see. Look, that looks pretty even. Let's open that back up. Open this up. Also, you're gonna then, I don't know how to really explain this. Well, we're gonna take that same anhedral and then we're gonna take our thumbnail, this, with this finger, and we're gonna kind of put the thumbnail on here, and we're gonna kind of pinch and pull this down a little bit. So we're gonna kind of pinch. Okay, so that gave it like this type of airfoil right here, as you can see. If you guys can see it, but if you look at the other one, that's straight. This one's this angled airfoil right there. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side of the same one. You don't have to do this, but this does help. You don't have, but like I said, it's not. You don't have to do it. I like to do it. Does it cause better aerodynamic properties for the aircraft? So we have the Moth, and now we can cut some flaps into it. We can see. We can start. Well, yeah. So right here, starting right here, we're going to cut a line right here. We'll cut a flap in here. We're not going to go all the way up. We're going to go about halfway. Then we're going to come to the other side. One right here. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on this other one. If you can, just try to get it as close as possible. We're halfway. Looks like it went a little way over half. Okay, then we're going to go here. Probably should measure that one even better. So you probably want to measure it though, get it perfect. Like so. Now we have our elevators if we need them for the aircraft. But you can use this to trim it. You know, if it's banging to the right too much, you can bring it up just a little bit. Or it's even better if you use this. Now, with these, you can also put, so like if it's going to the right again too much, you can kind of pull this one down a little bit, and it's going to correct it, or vice versa if it's to the left. And if it's pitching nose down too much, you can just use the elevators or kind of pitch them up a little bit, and it'll help. But this aircraft, it doesn't really have any. It doesn't have any internal, so it should be really good at flying. So there you have it. This is the infamous Moth aircraft. If you guys want, I can do a hitch tutorial, but not just for a band launch, but also ones where you can just throw it if you like. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that tonight because I'm about to go to bed. But yeah, this is the Moth, and there is another Moth, an advanced Moth that actually has a chest. It's fatter, but that one, I mean, it's not really worth it. It's easier to damage the wings on the aircraft if you do it that way. So. But like I said, I love it. Look at that. Who's all airplanes you know can do that? So, I mean, I don't know. I guess I could say it's lame, or I don't know, but I like it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, remember to like, share, subscribe. Keep me informed on how your aircraft is doing. If you make it, if you want me to make something bizarre like a Frankenstein aircraft or something just out of this world aircraft, let me know, and I will try to appease you. But yeah, just try to make some of the planes and you guys fly it and show me your success. And as always, keep them flying. Well, this is Powerhouse People Airplane Riders. I'm about to get up and cut my camera off. But remember, like, share, subscribe. Take care. I love you guys. Peace.